Alright, it's December 30th, and me and Tyler are up here in North Alabama, and we're gonna do a gun hunt for the next 3 days, so hopefully one of us can get on a buck. I just saw a doe just a little bit ago, and it was at one of the locations I'd marked up, and went back to get service so I could get a hold of Tyler because I almost got stuck, and came back and there was actually somebody parked in the spot, so I looped around to another spot that I marked up, and it's another bluff gap very close to the other one that I'd marked up. So I'm gonna see if I can't get in here and get something at this bluff gap. There's quite a bit of transitions that come into it, and they all funnel back from different feeding and bedding areas, so I have high hopes, but we'll see what comes of it. Hopefully one of us will get us a nice buck today. So, but anyways, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. So I just ran into a fella named Jeff and his daughter. I was getting ready to climb my tree and they came in behind me. He said he's hunted this area for 3 years, never seen anybody back here. So, but anyways, I'm gonna let them have that spot. Hopefully she gets her a buck, and I'm moving down a few hundred yards, and maybe one of us will get something. I did see some fresh sign. Fresh shavings, so it's looking good right now. Well, I'm all set up now. I'm just a little bit further down on this bluff gap. It's a good looking area. I can come in from multiple different ways. I might be able to see multiple different areas once the sun comes up. But I think the wind's decent. The only thing I'm afraid of is them catching my falling thermals before it rises. These bucks like to move early, especially the mature ones. So right at gray light, you get a short little window. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of here and get to looking around for a big buck. Shit. So I basically just missed, no lie, like 2 or 3 minutes of intense chasing. I had a deer come over here out in front of me, and it went off the side of the hill. I'd hit the can call a couple of times. Then out of nowhere, a deer runs across through there, and then it has a buck chasing her, and they go over there. Then I started filming right behind me here. Shit, there's a buck, another buck, small buck. That's where I shot my buck. So that's where the other ones ran to. So I'm so worked up right now, I can't even film. I just had a really exciting bunch of events that just happened. Unfortunately, half of the stuff I didn't get on video. But so anyways, I see a deer out in front of me, and then it goes off the hill over here. So then I see a deer take off over here, and when I did, it had a buck in behind it, a decent sized buck. Well, then I ended up turning around after they ran off, and that buck's chasing that doe. Then I've got another doe behind me. Then there's a buck behind it, and he looked like an 8-point, which is the one I shot. He's not huge or anything, but man, my blood was pumping, and I saw a good bit of points, so I figured I would go ahead and take it. It's my second buck hunting public land here in Alabama, so you don't really get a whole lot of rut action like I just saw right there. That's probably the most I've ever seen in Alabama. Holy cow. Alright, so now that I got some sense back, so basically what happened is I had a doe out in front of me, and she came through, just slipped through after I hit a bleat call, about 5 minutes after I hit a bleat call. And then it wasn't no time, and off to my side right here, there was a deer that just took off running like towards where that one was, and it was a doe. Right behind it was a nice buck, and so then I watched them, and so this whole time I think I'm recording. I basically, so my Sony camera, the AX53, one of the downfalls is the electronic curtain. So when you open up your display, it automatically opens up the curtain, turns the camera on, you hit record, and it starts recording. That's what happens about 90% of the time. There's been quite a few instances where like say you don't shut your display, and it just cuts it off, it times out after like 2 minutes or something. You actually have to hit the power button to get it to open that curtain back up. And sometimes even after you just open up the LCD screen, that electronic curtain does not open, and so it doesn't recognize to turn the camera on. So anyways, that's what happened in this instance. I opened up the LCD screen, I hit record, and then instantly started trying to get all the action that was going on because it was chaos. Well, so then after those deer ran off that way, I turned back around, and there's a doe like 30 yards from me, and I was sitting there looking at her. Well, then right behind her, further back down, I guess where those other two deer came barreling from, there's a nice buck, and he's hauling butt, and he gets right out in front of me, and I basically really loud, and he hops up way up high over a down tree,
and then comes to a stop about 5 yards further. And then I take the first shot. First shot, I'm pretty sure it was way back. It may have even been a spine shot. It was high and it was back. And so then he stops right there. I load up and I take another shot, and that one hits him. And to be honest, I may have even taken another shot. I don't know. It was such chaos because my gun, it rained the other day when I was hunting, and so evidently it's got some gunk in there, some rust or something built up. And when I went to open up the bolt to eject the shell, I couldn't do it, and I had to do that 3 times. I'm pretty sure I shot that deer 3 times. So anyways, the deer is down though, and then you saw, like, after I shot the deer, I had a little spike come through, and then right behind the other spike, I had another spike. So that was like 4 bucks in the matter of like 5 minutes. Just ridiculous. So anyways, I'm gonna hang out here just a few more minutes. I know my deer's down. I can't see where it's at though, but I saw the other deer go over there and kind of check it out, kind of see what was going on. But anyways, it's I think it's probably almost 9 o'clock in the morning now. It's pretty dead for a little bit. Yeah, it's 9:16, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack up and get down and see if we can't go see what we got on the ground. I'm pretty sure it's just a small 8-point. He's probably only about 15, 16 inches wide if I had to guess. But I'm gonna get down and go take a look at him.
Hey. Hey. Tyler. T-Mobile. Just went from having service to no service. Having service to no service. Having service to no service. Most of the time it's no service. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You got service?
Yeah, I had to drive really far, almost off the mountain.
Okay. I'm guessing you killed one?
Yeah.
You're out?
Yeah, I killed one.
Where, was you that gunshot early this morning?
No, mine was about, I don't know, 8:30, 8:45.
Okay. I was wondering, I heard one, I heard like 7 o'clock. I thought, well, shit, Michael's on shot one.
Yeah, I just shot about 8:45 or so.
You got him out?
Do I have him out?
Yeah.
Hell no, he's like a mile and a half in.
What the fuck you calling me for?
Cause you said that we had a way to get him out if we got him.
Yeah. Is there a good way to get him out?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there a four-wheeler down there? I mean, four-wheel trail?
Yeah, that goes halfway.
You want to just pack him out, or do you want to use a four-wheeler?
That's up to you. You gonna help me a little bit?
Well, you helped me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Do what?
What we're doing.
Go pack one out, brother. Fucking Kahaba sucks, man.
Everywhere sucks compared to up here. Look at those rubs. There she is. Nice little buck though.
I shot him. A heartbeat. So we got the first pack out going on here. So we're about almost a mile deep, and so we didn't feel like using the cart, and we didn't have a four-wheeler.
And plus, everybody else is packing out. It's cool.
Everybody else is packing out. Andrew, Jacob packs out. Parker packed out. Now we're packing out.